So there is allegedly a list of opponents that Jake Paul is looking to replace Gervonta Tank Davis with. Let's talk about that in this video. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, share the video, turn on your notifications. We live Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday night at 7:30. I'm also live Sunday mornings with the Singing OG, KQKC Boxing Network. Sunday mornings 9 a.m. And also, this suit that Tank Davis is facing, there are reports out saying that the lady is only looking for upwards of $50,000. We're going to talk about that in this video as well. So put your seatbelt on, smash the like button, hype up this video. If you haven't used up your hypes for the week, scroll over where you leave a comment and hype the video, man. It really helps us in the algorithm here on Knockout Boxing 86 TV. It makes our channel get more reach, gain more traction, gain more viewership, and I really need y'all help with that as we work our way to 20K and eventually 100K and become the biggest platform here talking boxing on YouTube. But let's get to it. First I want to talk about the 50K lawsuit. Then I'll get into the opponents they floating around and kind of break that down for y'all. And please, I want your thoughts in the comment section. As I said in the short video, and I'm going to talk about it a little bit more at length in this video. I dropped a short earlier today as well. As I said in that video, bro, the more I learned about this case, the less sense that it makes to me. Right? And I maintain, bro, if Tank Davis did this shit, get his ass off the streets, bro. There's no room for men out here dragging women through clubs, yoking them up, throwing them around and shit, choking them. You know what I'm saying? Get them off the streets. Why is this not a criminal case? Right? But the more and more I learn about the civil case, so he does all this shit in public. Ain't nobody got no video of it nowhere, even though this happened in highly populated areas with public places with cameras in the establishments and also cameras outside of the establishments on different streets and cross sections, because these two clubs, Playa Miami and Tootsie's, are in two very, very busy metropolitan areas within Miami, Florida. So you got that going on, and then now you don't file a criminal case, you only file a civil case, and then in the civil case, you only ask for upwards of $50,000. He did all that to you, and you only want $50K? It just don't make sense to me, bro. And again, bro, I'm not sitting here victim shaming. If she's a victim, she deserves everything that she can get. But either her lawyers are really great and they like, yo, you really ain't got shit. Let's just try to see if we can get him to just shut you up. And we're gonna go ahead and file this shit, and hopefully the public pressure will get him to just pay you some money. Or she got trash ass lawyers and he did all of this shit and they got all the evidence in the world. They're like, yeah, we just gonna ask him $50K. We ain't gonna ask for nothing more than that. Something gotta give, bro. Okay? Something gotta give, fam. So there's that part of it. And for the Tank Davis side, listen, dog. Whether you did it or not, if that's all it takes to make this go away, so you can go on with your life and go on with your career, I'd consider doing it from a business perspective, right? And just saying, look, man, you asked for how much, man? Here go 100. Shut up, issue an apology. You know what I'm saying? Say that I never did that shit. Say it was a misunderstanding. And you can have 100K here. Shit. That's the business side to make this shit go away and keep it moving. But the man in me, right? The pride is the wrong word. The integrity in me says, if you didn't do this shit, fight tooth and nail and don't give a shit. Right? So there's that, right? It's just, again, not saying guilty or innocent. Y'all know when shit like this happen, I like to wait on all the facts to come out. But damn, this shit seeming very, very suspect, bro. Very weird. But now let's get to the potential opponent. So nothing from MVP has came out to say this fight has been canceled. As a matter of fact, they were still promoting the shit yesterday on their socials or whatever. Nothing from Tank's side that said this shit is canceled. Nothing from Netflix saying this is canceled. So for all intents and purposes, these are rumors started by Chris Mannix. So I don't know if the fight is canceled or not canceled. Again, I maintain my opinion on that. I don't think you should be able to cancel somebody's ability to make a living based on an accusation. You need to provide proof, because that man could never get that opportunity again, or that lady, if it's a woman in the situation, can never get that opportunity again. And then if this shit turns out to be false, or it goes away and he didn't do the shit, nothing is brought up, then you just stop that man, stop that woman from making a shit ton of money. And then the domino effect of it is, now people know if they want to stop a fight, if they want to stop some business transaction from happening, all you got to do is take your ass down to the courthouse, file a civil lawsuit, everybody fucking panics, and then they call the event off. That's a huge, huge Pandora's box to open up, especially in a dirty game like boxing. Some promoter don't want some fight to go on, some fixer, some mogul, you know, trying to block a fight, the political war in boxing. They can pay somebody some bread to go file a civil lawsuit to get an event canceled or a fight canceled, even if the motherfucker didn't do the shit. Just a mere PR of making it look like somebody did some shit. I think that's a slippery damn slope to go down, bro. We seen the shit happen to Rolly Romero. Who was that? That was the Queens of Boxing Talk, was in my chat. And they had brought Rolly Romero up, and I thought it was a very good point. Rolly Romero, leading up to his first time supposed to fight Tank Davis, got accused of some shit, and turned out the shit got dropped. It was lies. Nothing got pursued out of it, and he ended up missing out on the Tank Davis opportunity. Now, lucky for him, it came back around, and he was able to end up eventually getting the fight. But that could have really messed up his career, and it did at that point in time. Messed up an opportunity for him and messed up a career, all because he was facing some allegations, bro. I feel like in cases like that, bro, you can't just say somebody did some shit and file some shit. Especially in this case right here. All them cameras, man, show us something. And then I'm sure all reasonable people in the world will be on that young lady's side. But just a mere accusation? Nah, bro. So there's that side of it. Now, the opponents, right? They're floating names out saying Jake Paul sent offers to Floyd Mayweather, Terrence Bud Crawford, and Ryan Garcia. I'm going to break these down one by one, right? So, in the case of Floyd Mayweather, he about to be the B-side to Jake Paul. They said that Floyd was about to fight, hold on, I got turned around. Make sure I'm going the right way. I'll be right back. All right, we headed in the right direction. They say Floyd about to be in negotiation with Manny Pacquiao for a fight in April. They say he fighting motherfucking Mike Tyson in 2026, and now he about to he got an offer from Jake Paul too. So Floyd about to fight 3 times in 2026, bro. All right, we'll see if it happens. Terrence Bud Crawford. Terrence Bud Crawford is going to go to the ops, one of Turkey's biggest rivals, Jake Paul, and help Jake Paul make a big mega event instead of waiting around to do what Turkey wants him to do. He going to go back to Netflix, take a Jake Paul offer, be the B-side to Jake Paul, replace Tank Davis on a 2 weeks notice, and help one of Turkey's biggest rivals save an event. All right, believe it when I see it. Cool, no problem. And then Ryan Garcia, we know his ass don't stay in no kind of shape. He might be the one, if any of this shit is true, Ryan Garcia would probably be the one that I would be more believable to me. Ain't really got no legacy. Don't really take boxing serious, and he'll fill in for Tank if need be. But none of this shit is making sense, bro. None of this shit is making sense. You don't usually replace Tank Davis with a legend like Floyd Mayweather and the greatest fighter of the generation, Terrence Bud Crawford. I don't see that shit happening because of political shit and business shit. And Ryan Garcia, we don't even know if he's ready to fight. So it's like, bro, it's just a lot of crazy shit going on, man. I don't anticipate Turkey would like Terrence Crawford saving Jake Paul's event if this shit is indeed them looking for an opponent. So, for right now, as of Saturday morning at 8:45 a.m., it's looking like this fight's still a go. That could change at any moment. I'll continue to update y'all. But y'all let me know what y'all think of this bullshit, man. It's looking like a lot of BS in the game. But anyway, I got to go in here. I'll see y'all soon. We out of here. Peace.